Hey everybody, welcome to Let's Sculpt January Day 2 machine. So I already set up my default scene here with the same lights as yesterday, if you've seen yesterday's stream or video. If you did not, go watch that, it's also fun. Hey everybody, alright, thanks for the like, man, I'm online for 20 seconds. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna check the stream. Am I... Okay, I'm live, okay, and everything is working. Cool. Yes, alright. Okay, cool. I'm gonna set up my Pinterest on my other monitor, so I can have some cool inspiration. Yeah, I'm gonna just fly into it and see what we can do. So we have our cube here that I just subdivided and cast into a let's start with a voxel size of 0.04, smooth to normals, and it's already remesh for good measure. Let's see if that's enough detail to start off with. Might be a bit much, but hey. Yes, so what are we gonna do? I'm gonna turn on my symmetry so I can see. Oh boy. Hello? Did I break? Oh, I just have, what is this brush? Draw brush? Nah, I want a snake hook. There we go. So what do we want to do? I'm gonna put on some music for myself really quickly, some calming video game soundtrack. Yeah, let's do that. The best video game soundtracks. Cool. Alright, so if you want to listen to some music yourself while you're listening, go ahead, knock yourself out. I can't stream any music because of copyright thingies. Yeah. Oh man, my right eye hurts. I don't know why. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I'm kind of in the mood to make something Gouldy again, like yesterday. But like, let's not make it too complicated. Yes. Let's see here. I'm just gonna start. Where's the front? There we go. Not that it matters really, but. Let's just start with 2 eye holes, you know? Let's start with 2 eye holes. Yeah, so we're probably gonna have to do some hard surface sculpting, so that's gonna be fun. I'm probably gonna check some kind of animal again. I'm just gonna scroll through here, see if I can see something interesting. I see foxes, I see little foxes. So you might do something fox-shaped, perhaps. That's a nice picture. It's front and side view in one. So let's just go with the basic shape of the basic shape of a fox for now. And what am I always pressing here that I'm selecting the draw brush? Huh, weird. I go here to the ears. It already kind of like looks like a wolf. I'm not sure if I like what they did with the snake hook tool. They should just use the grab, the elastic deform, so that's also a nice one. I'll just use the grab brush. Very slant eyes. Kind of go downwards here. Hey Vikas, how you doing? Please make a sci-fi short movie tutorials. You have made one and I learned a lot from that. Thank you much for that. A sci-fi short. I don't know. Yeah, I might. But man, sci-fi is a lot of work. Because if you want to do sci-fi correctly, I mean, the thing I wanted to do was a space battle. Kind of want to try that out. Like just make some cool ship. Make some cool ships, base myself some cool ship designs online, and then just make a yeah, cool ship at like a dogfight, like an X-wing versus a TIE fighter or anything, something in that regard. But I'll have to. I kind of want to not make an entire body this time, right? So I'll just make a torso. I'm just gonna check. I have something in my head, like maybe like a fox-like mask that's kind of mechanical, like androidy. Kind of have to at the beginning stick a little bit with the subject matter of machine. I'm gonna give it a very long neck. I'm just gonna take another brush here. I'm gonna pump up the detail a little bit. Like the default 0.35 seems to be a nice starting point. Let's stick with that for now. That's a draw brush. So I'm just gonna go Fox design. Let's see what concept artists have done, where we can simplify the form a little bit. Yeah, so there's definitely this thing going on where you have it's not the beak, it kind of flows into this. Maybe we can emphasize this in the mechanical part. And I think the ears should be a little bit bigger. And then put a little bit more form in that. There we go. I'm gonna stick them out a little bit more. Why not? We're just like kind of seeing what works and what doesn't. That's Overwatch music. Cool. I recognize that. Yeah, I play Overwatch from time to time. It's a fun game. Hello everybody. How is everybody doing? Let's give my really like. I kind of want to overdo it a little bit with the. I really want to keep my style consistent. Like I want to go really for and practice along the way, like stylized, but also like overdoing certain things. Because like I've found that with concept art I check out and I like is like really overdone, and where the yeah, everything is just way out there. I think another thing that's missing is like they have these cheeks sticking out a little bit more. So let's copy that from little foxies. I think there's a little bit more. The goal is not to make a realistic fox, right? Just to get certain elements there and implement them in art design. Hello, Sculptors. How you doing? Hey, Joey. Do you want to design to be more organic or mechanical? Well, I have to kind of. I have some designs on my Pinterest here that are like these Japanese style organic robot parts, which I really like. But they also, I think the aesthetic of that mostly comes from the amount of detail, but they always have a crazy amount of detail. I wish I could show you, but just disclaiming the artists. But if you just like look up stuff like that on Pinterest or on Google, it'll show up. You know what I mean? Like, what's it called? Blam? Yeah, the show, the Netflix show. That's really like in that style, kind of like. So what we could do is you could pretend it's a human face and that the fox part is a mask. That could be cool actually. So that the forehead here, let's try to make that seam here. That part is human, and then this face part. So let's try to put this down. But what about the ears then? So we'll just kind of stick this out a little bit. There we go. I kind of give them 2 pair of ears. Let's just go wacky with it, you know. Because I was like, what do I do with ears? What if I give them 2 pair of ears? I think the chin should be a little bit lower, just to make anatomically a little bit sense. I'm gonna like blow up the neck just a little bit. Kind of still want that curve in there, but don't want to overdo it. So yeah, we'll try to do some hard surface. We can go a little bit cliche and like give it this kind of. Pick the rake brush. No, that's not the rake brush. This is the rake brush. No, that's the fill. This is the scrape brush. Why is it not working? Scrape. Oh, maybe it's just because it's too low poly. Yeah, let's just. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, that's nice to fill in some. There we go. Can a Wacom pen be used for sculpting? Yeah, definitely. I recommend sculpting with a tablet all the time, because it just feels so much more natural, and with a mouse it's bothersome. But you don't need like a Cintiq or anything. I think a normal Wacom tablet is already pretty fine. Let's see that our anatomy is a little bit correct here. This already starts looking kind of interesting. I'm just sketching at this point, right? So it's sketch sculpting. Let's go a little bit more in detail here. Just kind of want to see how everything looks. Yeah, trying to just make some quick eyes in here. Kind of give it a hint of the eyes. I kind of like the detail here of. Gonna have to look up some. What am I saying? Man reference. But I don't need like a smooth human. I need really like something rough. Can I put a rough man reference? Not Rouch. Rough. Ooh, didn't want to Google that. No, not Iron Man. Let's see here. Let's just scroll through some things that get close. That's what I love about Pinterest. Like, if you're like, I can't really find what I'm looking for, but then just click the image that comes closer to what you're looking for. You can just click through until you find something that really fits what you're looking for. I'm not just looking at images of Reinhardt because, oh wait, there's a nice one. I kind of just need some reference of where the wrinkles go on these. Oh yeah, this one is a good one. What happened to the short film series? Well, I got tired of it. No. I will finish it once SculptJanuary is over. But yeah, I discussed this yesterday as well. I think it's just a combination of the holidays were super busy. And I already committed to doing SculptJanuary or some form of SculptJanuary. The brows kind of go up here, right? Like protrude a little bit less, but let's see here. And I kind of want to finish it because we were so close to finishing it. But at the same time, I wasn't super happy about the result. It's kind of like something I wouldn't too proudly put in my portfolio. I mean, the character designs, yeah, those I'm pretty proud of. But the animation is kind of, the poses are fine, but can't be bothered to animate the whole thing because that just takes too long time. I appreciate people doing their own animation stuff, but it's just like, and so that stop motion style I went for didn't really work out, and I was really happy with the result of the render that then came out there. I'm just trying to find some shapes, by the way, in the meantime. But it's like, for people who are watching it to learn stuff, I kind of taught everything I knew about making a short like that. So you don't have to be worried that that you're missing out on any knowledge. Because I think with the last episode, I went through lighting and rendering it out. And I still haven't found a good way to composite animation from Blender. I'm still working on that. So once I have that, I'll make tutorials about that. But I'm trying to find some good shapes in here. That is Assassin's Creed. So yeah, we got a lot of viewers today. Hey everybody, how's everybody doing? What are you guys working on? Is everybody sculpting along? I'm really trying to give him angry eyebrows. Not sure why he should be angry, but yeah, now it's just a matter of trying to find where his eyes are gonna sit, and I think it might already be too much detail to check out. Might already save once. There we go. I might just flatten out the eye sockets for now, just to give myself a little bit more freedom. Just like put holes where the eyes should be. And that'll give me some more sense of direction of where everything should be. Yeah, I'm trying to make this a little bit more mechanical. Maybe we could just go full detail on this. I don't want to make it too symmetrical, so I'm gonna go until a certain point and I'm gonna separate the pieces again like we did yesterday, and that'll be easier to manage. I like the fact that he has two pairs of ears. Let's just go wacky. Kind of have some seams here. I'm not really sure I'm gonna approach that. I kind of want to attach this like somebody sewed them on. That could be nice. I'm just gonna pop in some eyeballs. So reference. So I'm gonna make these small enough like this. Pop them over here. That'll just be easier to put them somewhere like this, yeah. And mirror them on our sculpt. A little bit more forward. That seems good. Good enough for now. And I keep the, I don't do it on smooth shading, so I can kind of see where the pupil goes, where the center of the eyeball is, because it's pretty important. Kind of trying to find a pose now to I'm gonna give him a relaxed pose, like he's a bounty hunter. Let's go with that story. He's a bounty hunter. Listening to some weird music. So let's put in some very basic neck anatomy that I know from heart. There we go. Here are the muscles I don't know the name of. I never bothered to learn the anatomy names, because sometimes I like hear people like even brag about it, like artists talking. Oh yeah, that's the trihedradron collaceus blah. And I'm like, I know the muscles, but damn, why would you learn the names? This seems so ridiculous. I get like for some artists who work differently, I get why they learn it. Or people with a better memory, but my memory sucks. Please make a happy character on day 3. Okay, sure. What is the subject matter on day 3? Wait, I have it on my phone normally. Yeah. Nervous. I'll make a nervous happy character. I'll promise. Sebastian Blatter. Really cool. First time in catching Blender live. Yeah. But thanks to welcome to the show. Or, you know, welcome to sitting together and sculpting together. Now, everybody who isn't sculpting, get to it. Stop watching me. Go sculpt yourself. Or, you know, keep watching me and sculpt along. Oh yeah, I wanted to real quickly. How can I share the stream? I'm gonna real quickly put this on. Some friends wanted me to share it, so I'm gonna real quickly. No. Oh god, this is going all kinds of wrong. Come on, where is the... Yeah, there we go. And there we go. Okay, that's done. On to sculpting. So let's see here. Let's fix the eye sockets a little bit better. Let me make the brows really strong. Yeah, I kind of want to keep the slanted eyes of the fox. So really have that in there. So that he still kind of looks like a fox. And this looks pretty cool. Pretty happy already where this is going. Now it's just a matter of should I make it one sculpt? I mean, I could do that. Just go all out detail on it. You trying to stream every day? Yep. I don't have any fixed reference. I looked up some animals. First thing that came across was a fox. So it's based on a fox, and I'm looking up like old people concept art for the wrinkles, and I'm also looking up some Japanese android stuff just for the shapes of, like, I'm basing myself off a lot of stuff. I think that's the best way to, like, if you're making 3D that's not like fully, I recommend like everybody, if you practice 3D, yeah, get yourself concept art and try to recreate a concept art. Because if you want to become a 3D artist in the industry, then I think one of the most important talents you can have is translating a concept art as well as possible to 3D. I think if you can do that, like, yeah, then you're doing good. I love the new rake brush. I'm trying to do some hard sculpting, a hard surface sculpting in here. In this house. And later we can add some interesting shapes to it. Not sure how I'm gonna approach the seams though. Seems like a whole nother kerfuffle. Yeah, my stream from yesterday got flagged for swearing too much. So if I'm saying random words, it's just me trying not to swear. There we go. I mean, the hard surface sculpting is going along finer than I thought. Like, just let's keep this a little bit consistent. Push this in a little bit. I love that he's kind of has a sassy look on him, or her. You know, might be a her. Yeah, I might give it some eyelashes. I'm just gonna go because I want to try some different techniques. I'm just gonna go and detail the shit out of this. And yeah, let's see what we can create. To getting the eyes right is one excuse me, one of the more important parts. Let me get my other. So I'm just gonna correct some stuff here because I think like the eyebrows kind of go more this way. Yeah, this looks better. Just like look up reference of specific things you're doing. Like if you're working on lips, look up lips. If you're working on a nose, and then just copy what you're seeing, like the shapes. And especially if you're starting out, like I'm by no means an expert sculptor, but if you just copy what you see, like if it resembles it by shape, then yeah, you successfully made something that you wanted to make. To see, and I know why. I see a lot of people, and I have the same tendency just to, I know what a nose looks like. I have a nose, and I just start. Let's try to get the shape of the skull a little bit in here. That starts looking nice. Get this seam in here. Yeah, should come down more. Yeah, so now I'm gonna open up another tab and just press ear because I really want to get the ears right because they seem like a kind of a vital part. And I'm still no good at ears. I got better, but people who followed me for a while know that I hate ears. You have this. I mean, I tried to follow so many. There's like these animated guides on how to make ears. And like, yeah, you just do this. Step 1, make a circle. Step 2, make the rest of the ear. And it's like, for the love of all that is Blender or 3D, I can't follow it. I just know that like this kind of goes into here, and then you kind of have your. It kind of resembles an ear. It's kind of good. Alright. I want to avoid. By the end of this, I'm gonna have a rule book, by the way, because I've been thinking about it. Like confident lines. That's rule number 1. Rule number 2 is put detail where detail is needed, because detail draws attention. I think rule number 3 is gonna be don't make like make everything solid. Don't have any papery parts on sculpts, right? Or on like shapes if you're modeling as well. I think also I learned not to use the crease brush as much as I'm doing now. But kind of want to stick them out a little bit more. The animal got 4 ears. Get him at least 1 earring. Oh, that's actually a pretty good idea. Yeah. Should I mean, you're saying 1 earring, but I might give him like 20. Let's just already put that there. There we go. Yeah, kind of like that. Might fit the character. And maybe like on the top of his ear here. Give him some earrings. Just gonna look up neck or next, because Oh, I don't want to massage my neck. Just want some reference. Yes, that's pretty good. And this is to go a little bit smoother into whatever's here. This really has to, yeah, we have to pull this muscle. Okay, I know why they know the names, is so you can talk about it without saying this thing goes there and this thing goes there. I should learn names. So far for my integrity. It's just like, it's the neck muscles, right? And they go to the ear here. I think I should pull this a little bit out. That's also a good tip I heard. It's like every time you make a head, just also make the shoulders and the neck, because the pose you put them in tells a lot about your character, and you can tell a lot about its pose. That's lit, yeah. You can tell a lot about the character's character, like his personality, by just looking at his pose. So, yeah, I forgot I can do this. So I might also, like, at the end, add some wires and stuff. I might separate two pieces though. I might separate the mask from the rest, just to, I don't know, not yet, at least. I'm gonna try to, I'm kind of, like, everything in my body is screaming, just model it. But it's a sculpting challenge, so I need to sculpt it. I'm just gonna try and evening things out in sculpting is kind of, it's easier now. Like, I don't know what they did, but the sculpting feels a lot more fluid and consistent, or I just got better, who knows. Just gonna run the remesher one more time, because I'm seeing a little bit too many artifacts here and there. There we go. Yeah, that fucked up a little bit here, but no matter, we're still sketching. Just trying to get the shape right. Yeah, he has got 4 ears. He's got his human ears and his synthetic fox ears he got. Cats often have a cut in the ear. Would be a cool detail. Yeah, I might add that, but yeah, indeed, I don't want to cut symmetry at this point. I just might look up fox ear to put just a little bit more detail into the ear. It's like a lot of fur. That's kinky. What is that all about? Yeah, how do I translate this to something more 3D-ish? Let's just smooth this first out, right? I don't want to create detail with artifacts. Because sometimes, like, if you smooth things out, it's like, it looks worse now, but let's see here. Can I just, like, nah, this looks like shite. Oh, but they do have, like, these kind of indent into the ear. If we can make that a little bit more subtle, let's go with grab brush. And again, like, let's not create any too thin parts. Make it a little bit thicker. Just make the ear a little bit more beefier, I think. If the stream's not working, say something in the chat, because sometimes I get an error message from YouTube, and it's worrisome. Just gonna make some confident lines here. Just kind of uninterested, kind of like it. And let's try to get the shape a little better, because now I kind of want, like, the shapes to be simplistic. Like, everything should, like, fall into some sort of shape here. And it's kind of working. Eyebrow here. And maybe could I sculpt like? Does that make sense? No, of course it doesn't. There we go. Very cool. Just make it pointy at the end. Yeah, it looks cool. And that shape that repeats. Everything is curves, right? Like have as much S curves in your shapes as possible, and then everything will be fine. I kind of want to extend this part. I might like remove it on one side to make it asymmetrical. And try to push this out a little bit. Whoops. Whoops. Let's try to make this a circle. And this is why working with a base mesh might sometimes be more beneficent, but yeah, starting from nothing also kind of is gratifying, I guess. Oh, this starts to look really good. I'm really happy with this. SculptJanuary until now has been really good. I mean, it's only been 2 days. So knock on wood. I need to get off soon. Any platform you will share the outcome to? So, yes, I'm sharing it on Twitter. I will share it on Instagram, but I still have to do that. But I do that, like, I had no time yesterday. Like, at the moment I stopped streaming, I went off to have dinner with some family members for New Year's. But I will be sharing it on Instagram, on Twitter. You can follow me at @gentingent. It's in the description down below. And also this will be reviewable, this stream, but the result will be, yeah, on those. I might also post them on the Facebook group. I am on the Facebook group, so yeah, you can if you post it there, it will catch. It will be caught up like by also by Zacharias and Julian and all that stuff. Something's going on here. What is that? And that'll be fixed with the next remesh. I want to do something extra with the nose, right? No? Or is that a bad idea? Let's just check it out. Try something, you know? I think that might work. Just make it a little bit more mechanical. Yeah. Everything you're going for, do it 200%. Because once I learn to do that, yeah, make it really sharp like this. Don't know if that really resembles a. That looks good. Maybe over it a little bit, so kind of want to keep this shape here. At the same time, keep the shape of a fox's beak. Does it work? Yeah, it works. I like it. Yeah, that fits. Thanks. Thanks for the vote of confidence. I really appreciate it. Yeah. So if you have any questions, go to the Facebook group. And most of us, like the CGBoost gang and all that goodness, will try to help out, give feedback and stuff. I might look at the end of the stream. I might look at some other entries on Twitter. If that's okay. I'm first gonna check out today if that's okay, and then should be okay, right? The human use. You know what? You might be right. A little bit point here. I wouldn't like overdo it. I don't want to make it elf ears, but yeah, it kind of fits because it kind of follows the shape again, right? Yeah, you're right. Thanks, Richard. Welcome to the stream. You can stay. Yeah, feedback like or suggestions are always welcome, right? So you can suggest stuff if you like something or you don't like something. I'm just gonna look up gas masks because I kind of want to add some more detail. Yeah. But this is then the part where I say, okay, I'm gonna add a separate object. So what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna delete this part entirely. So I'm just gonna delete the vertices. Go back into solid view. Try to catch that ring. Make it solid. Triangulate it for some reason, I don't know. Yeah, we'll clean up this mess. But first we're going into sculpt mode. I'm gonna enable that in topo because now we just want to plus x to minus x. There we go. Now and disable that in topo. Of course, got our flat shading back. Let's just shade it smooth real quickly. Go back into sculpt mode. And we just want to remesh it. Loop tools. No loop tools. Right click circle. What are you guys saying? Yeah, the only thing I kind of want to do now, I already went into too much detail to now remove this piece, but whatever. I'm just gonna use the rake brush because that's gonna, yeah, it's gonna leave a better result. Should maybe disable dynamic topology for a second. Like this. Just make this a flat surface all around. Just maybe add a little bit. Yeah, I'm not gonna be afraid of adding, and then now I can just use the rake brush to make this flat again. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Let's just be confident about this. Yeah, there it goes. Took longer than I'm willing to admit. And what I'm going to do is introduce the first thing of and I really want to sculpt this because I'm going to break the symmetry now a little bit by adding this here. But yeah, we're gonna do something cool with this. So I'm gonna, hello, yeah, there. I'm gonna separate it. Going to sculpt mode, remesh it by 0.03, I guess. First, first I'm gonna go and apply, whoops, and save in the meantime. I saved by accident. That's an incremental save. Let's go to sculpt mode, remesh 0.03, and smooth the normals. Sure. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some radial goodness. So this will be on the Z. Yeah, there we go. And we're just gonna pick, let's say 8. Now we can very nicely make some cool parts for this. So what we can do, for instance, is just create a ring here. I'm just looking at gas mask and now taking some elements from there. I think we can go a little bit more into detail. So let's go to 0.13 or something. Yeah, and then just add some more detail here. And just smooth it out a little bit. Yeah, I wouldn't suggest putting it more than 8 because that really starts to slow things down. Just have to be very straight with your lines, because you'll get punished if you don't. But there we go. Yeah, it starts to look like something interesting. Can make it a little bit organic, I guess. I should just like go like this and then smooth it out a little bit. And then like another thing we can add is just like balls. There we go. Looks pretty cool. Oh yeah, arrange your vertices in a circle. But yeah, I didn't need that. I do use that, but wasn't really necessary. I wasn't about to extrude. No modeling. You only do sculpting. There we go. What I'm gonna add is like a piece here where it protrudes, so it can connect to the face mask. Just sharpen this edge. Yes. What you looking for?
Crayons or
crayons?
something to color.
Nee, potloden. Want jij mijn potlooddoosje hebben? Nee, kleurpotloden heb ik niet.
Yeah, that's good.
Ja? Okay.
Thanks.
Yep. Always helping out a fellow artist. Ga je doen misschien? Ga je doen misschien? He's writing Elvish.
We get to make a journal from mirror.
Oh, for our D&D campaign. We're playing D&D, and it's so much fun. I know. We're also jumping on the hype train, but I don't mind like anybody. Like if the whole world jumps on that hype train, it'll make the world a better place. This is so messy. I'm kind of inclined to make it a little bit more organic. Yeah, bye Sebastian. Thanks for watching. So what I'm thinking is to add, I should just confident, and I'm just oh boy. I have a feeling that I should pump up this this radial. It's gonna slow things down, I think. It's okay. Use the rake brush until it kind of looks mechanical again. Oh boy. But I think by switching between 8 and 12 I kind of messed up how it looks like now. But what we're gonna do, so I'm gonna put this on 3 or something. It was on 11. That's really not good. What I'm gonna do is just start pulling seams here. Just that maybe this looks like a piece of cloth in between. I'm just gonna try some things out. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Let's see, there's some reference here of that. Yeah. Because the thing you really want to convey well without mistake is the material stuff is made out of. Because you when you can, I don't want to go into shading, so I can't really fake my stuff with shading. But it starts to kind of look good, so kind of happy. Let's add some smaller wrinkles here. And then I'm just gonna go back to 8. And I'm gonna try to make this back part a little bit more mechanical again. Yeah, we can make it like this. Cool. Let's turn it out a little bit. And then just rig this flat. Then we can just, this pillow piece. And we can flatten this again. Oops, what happened there? This looks interesting. Enough. I think using this tool might be good to make some edges that are sharp enough to convey that this is hard surface. I mean, it might be a bit bendy, right? It might be dented. But I think making these edges really sharp will help to convey the right message. And I just think like we can what am I doing? Hello? Am I not drawing? This is the blob tool, right? Oh, it's not detailed enough. Let's just remesh it again for a second. Sorry, I'm listening to music. And just make a cross in there. That's really messy. Shouldn't do it like that. But just like hint at it, right? Sure. Just grab these and just draw these in. Oh yeah. I don't want to make it too detailed. The other thing I'm going to do is make the seam a little bit more separate. This is like a small detail on the sculpt, so I'm not going to spend much time on this. It's still SculptJanuary, so we don't want to overdo the things here. And then just maybe one thing I can maybe add, like let's go crazy for a second. Let's go 24. Let's go like this. There we go. This actually goes still pretty quickly, I guess, because I'm not working with dynamic topology. So let's just add one more detail. What am I doing? Oh, this starts to look good. Oh yeah. As long as I keep my brush small enough, I guess. There we go. All right, let's go into object mode. Let's make this a little bit smaller. I think this looks good. Yeah, there we go. I think maybe have this in the same degree as the ears, so it goes in one line. That's what I was saying about the annotations, right? Where is it? Turn them on. So, kind of what I want to show is that you can like have a line here, right? So, and then maybe if you look for it from another standpoint, it also draws a line here. But it kind of depends on how we will pose this. We're gonna just remove annotations. View annotations. Yeah. So I might already pose him a little bit, or her, you know. So let's do that next. And I think what we can do is just separate the head from the neck, and then we can still do a little bit in symmetry on the head, on the face mask especially, because that needs a lot more detail. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So let's go into wireframe mode, and I'm just gonna select the head here. The neck, I mean, really carefully. I'm doing this with the mouse for some reason. And I'm just gonna go poof, and I'm gonna go separate selection. Right, and then I'm just gonna go into, no, go into crazy amounts of efforts to select. And there we go. This is a floating, what's going on here? I don't care. Just fill it up. Did I fill it up? I think so. Yeah. Are these on 0, 0, 0? No. I'm gonna apply the location for a second. So that I can just reset the location. And then just go to the same here. Poof. Alright. And then just Alt G, put it back in place. So. Oh yeah, now this happens. Okay, how do I fix this? I just remove the mirror, copy the eye, put it in somewhat to the right place. There we go. Parentheses to the head, parentheses to the head. Now I'm already gonna check which way I wanna. Whoa. What happened with this? Where's your. Oh. What? I'm gonna put the. Oh, that's why it was everything so weird. So I'm gonna put the origin to the center of mass surface. This should, yeah. I kind of want to pose him a little bit. Oh, let's stick the earring to him as well. Okay, I want to put the camera here, I think. So I'm only gonna have the camera come a little bit from under him. How did I calculate the 1080 split through 3? No. Just make it square. Yeah, that's good. And then see if our lines work. Maybe I can even rotate the eyes to be looking at the camera. Yeah, that'd be cool. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. And then we'll disable our symmetry here. Disable the radial one, and then we can just do a little bit of a turned neck here. Just kind of pull this into the body as well, and kind of bring one shoulder up. I'm gonna put some detail into this. But let's see here what we can do. How I want to approach this stylistically wise. I don't want to spend too much time on the neck. It's not really the focus of the piece. I do want to exaggerate the pose a little bit. There we go. I kind of have like nice. Right. Maybe we can give him like a little bit of cloth at the end. We'll see. But the head, we really need to go into detail now into his head. Let's see here. I'm gonna just check some reference here to like some mechanical parts, and now we can start to go crazy. Yeah, let's see, let's make an indent here. I'm just like taking elements from other pieces and trying to incorporate them here. And now this is gonna look sloppy again, because I'm now just gonna start. I'm not gonna try to keep this hard surface for a second. I'm just gonna try and get everything in shape and get some nice shapes in there. Try to find some reason why I put things somewhere. This might be a little microphone. Who knows? I have a little bit more time today than yesterday, so I kind of want to put this in a circle. There we go. Oh, I'm not doing symmetry, huh? That's cool. That's cool. That's very cool. Okay, so we're just gonna go into Dyntopo. I'm gonna symmetrize it again. I want to keep the symmetry for now. Oops, that was the wrong way around. So minus x, yeah, because x goes to the right. Right, there we go. But you might delete that later on then, so it's not in the way of. But I mean, can't really see that side that much, so it doesn't really matter. I'm still like sculpting for one image, so you can rotate them later on if you want. But yeah, so now we got that, so disable our Dyntopo again. Go into object mode, go into shades mode, go into sculpt mode. How's everybody doing? We got 14 viewers. A new world record. Oh, I think I record like 20 viewers on the previous series. So I really think it's crazy. Like entertaining so many people. I'm not feeling stressed. Nah, just kidding. So yeah, okay, we're good. So we can just, now I'm not gonna try to make it feel hard surface. I'm first gonna try and get some shapes in there that are interesting. I might like do an indent here, just to emphasize the shape of the nose, to have some kind of something in here that it can be breathed through. Did I again forget to? I'm just gonna Control Z. Can't bother to do all that again. Edit, redo? No, undo. Then we're just gonna go into Z, and then yes, now we're doing good. I might just grab the grab brush and do like this. Let's see where this goes. I'll try to get some nice design work in here. It kind of smooths off here, but I should look at car designs. Should make the new Tesla. Sculpt it. Challenge of the year. Oh, this looks nice. This can stay. Let's see here. What other parts do we got going? Yeah, something you get a lot is these protrusions. Like you first have like your hole, right? And I don't want to make this deep enough, and then it comes out again, and then kind of flattens off. It's almost a perfect circle. There we go. And then we kind of want to rake this side of this. Yeah, I know there's sculpting, so to do this easier, I guess, but can't be bothered. Yeah, maybe this kind of protrudes a little bit outwards, askew with the rest of the shape of the thing. That'd be interesting. Gonna try use the flatten brush to flatten this. Not sure if that's gonna work, but kind of works. And this gives a little bit more detail, like just two circles coming back. Yeah, So the ears. I'm kind of thinking about how I'm going to attach the ears to. I first want to make sure that it's clear that they are a separate piece, right? So I'm gonna protrude these edge a bit until here. That's enough. And then I might show a little bit of flash here, so make this really messy. That's what we could do. Just go with the blob brush and just carve this out. There we go. Not so much, too much. Kind of want to keep focus on keeping our thickness everywhere a little bit consistent. Yeah, and this kind of looks cool. So you can kind of see it's a separate piece. Kind of make it flashy with the blob tool. I kind of mess around here a little bit. And then have some veins. That might actually be cool. Like going, might put the radius on my strength as well, so I can kind of go like. Okay, kind of like this. Okay, I don't want to make it too symmetrical, so. Oh, these small veins going here. Yeah, you don't see too much of it because it's kind of the camera angle, but it's kind of cool. And then what we can do is maybe have some like detailing here of things connecting. Actually use this brush. That's clean. Let's see here. Let's focus on another part for now. I'm kind of confused by this part. Let's make this interesting, right? Oops. Yeah, I don't want to mess around too much with the vertices. I don't want to remesh too much because then you start losing the detail again. Maybe you can sculpt a hoodie or so. Need to know the sculpted cloth. I'd like to see your workaround. Oh yeah, giving me a hoodie would be pretty cool. That would be pretty swag. So yeah, I might do that. I'm just gonna press period. Yeah, tip, if you're sculpting and you want to rotate around the area you're working on, if you press period, it will focus on the last vertices you adjusted. Yeah, you got that going for you. I'm just gonna protrude this a little bit. I want to keep the flat shape here a little bit, so I want to flatten it out again. Just gonna do this, and then use a rake brush to kind of get these flat surfaces again. I don't know how nice this is gonna look in the end. This might look like shite. I don't know. Who knows? It looks pretty sweet now, but you know me. I fuck up. Nah, just kidding. I shouldn't swear that much. I should be a nice YouTuber. A nice 19-year-old, or as PewDiePie said. Trying to clean up this shape here. If there's questions, don't hesitate to post him down below. No, in the chat. Maybe I'll edge in here. Pushing everything so it doesn't look as soft. Because I think the worst thing you can do with these hard surface things is make things look soft in the final render, and then it just doesn't look like hard surface. I really wanna maybe like, yeah, you push these edges together without, oh, yeah, there our shape goes to whack. And it's just like pushing until it looks good. And make every brush stroke count. Don't be nervous about it, just play around, but make sure that you, because I also went into bad habit. I think like that's why streaming helps, because I have to explain what I'm doing, and if I have to explain what I'm doing, I have to do something that makes sense. Because otherwise I got into the bad habit of just making brush strokes for the sake of making brush strokes. I think that's a result of seeing other people work, seeing like professionals and like really skilled sculptors or artists, 2D artists work. It's like they make a brush stroke and it looks great, and you think, well, they just made a random brush stroke, I should make random brush strokes. But their brush strokes are everything but random, really. So what you learn is that they, like, after a while, you know which strokes you want to do, and it comes off so naturally. And it's something not to be envious about, but just to strive to get to that point where you can also do that. Really, yeah. I think, yeah, there isn't really a seam here yet, so I might push that a little bit. And really emphasize the difference between the organic part and the might look at my other reference again. That's pretty cool. I want to push this inward a little bit. How long you been sculpting? Well, for an hour now? No, just kidding. I think it's been longer. How long have I been sculpting now? Doesn't say. How long has been the streaming going on? 1 hour and 12 minutes. No, I've been sculpting since... Man, when was it? Like, I've dabbled in sculpting in college. So, in my second year of college, which was 2011, 2012. So, I guess technically... Which year are we? So, 9 years. 8 years. But I've only started really sculpting like 2 years ago. 2 or 3 years ago. I've been participating in each SculptJanuary. Or trying to. Like, one of the reasons I'm streaming this is because I want to finish one. For crying out loud. So, yeah. Kind of wanted to look for old man. Because my goal isn't really to make him old, but to see where the wrinkles go. To really see where I should put the emphasis on the wrinkles. Because if I want to make the difference between the organic part and the mechanical part really clear, I need to, yeah, I really need to put the emphasis on that. And like, because the mask, I guess, is kind of close, like really tightly fit, you kind of have some extrusions along from where the skin is, just because it's being pushed up. But I don't think I should make that too harsh. And then here the lower eyelids and the eye sac here, like, really come together nicely. But then again, I kind of want to make these edges also worded. And really have smooth lines in here, right? I kind of like this. Push this a little bit back. See how this looks. And it's starting to come together really nicely. Should make a time lapse as well of these. So yeah, because there's been periods I've not sculpted like for months, and there's periods I sculpt every day. But like this, I think 2019 has been the year I've sculpted the most. But I think like it doesn't take that long to get to my level. I think if you really want to become, because for me at the moment it's more of a hobby. It's only rarely that for clients I have to sculpt something, because you know, character work doesn't come as often as I mean, I do use the sculpting tools for modeling. Or like if you make a chair and you want to put some wrinkles on it, or you want to smooth it out, you use the sculpt tools, right? But like character sculpting like this, yeah, it doesn't come around often. But if you want to be really good, and if you get really good, you can start working in a studio, like a game studio, where you know you need someone who can sculpt like that, and then who sculpts characters all day, and then yeah. But then again, you have to sculpt, because I think there's a lot of sculptors out there who want to design their own characters, and I think then you're better off learning to draw and designing characters, and as a bonus, you can also visualize them in 3D to some degree to help the 3D artists, and that's a skill that's certainly valued in the industry. But I think like, yeah, I keep this as a hobby because I kind of want to have the freedom, like the character sculpting specifically, because I want to keep the freedom of being able to do what I want in sculpting, because that's so fun. Like as well as in drawing. Like I like to draw, but I don't really mean to make it my a career path. Oh yeah, I really like how it looks. It's just a matter of adding detail to where I kind of missing something here. Just a lot of empty space. I'm just gonna add a no. I need to add something there, because it's, if I now look at like the detail here, I think something here would like finish it off quite nicely, and then detailing the ear, and then putting some kind of clothes here, that would really like fit everything nicely together. It's just like, you know, maybe add some detail here, who knows. Yeah, I think this also kind of misses some detail though. I think like pushing the middle circle out here. Oh boy, that was all kinds of wrong. Yeah, I think this needs some more. I think we're just gonna remesh it one more time, because I've now like extruded and stuff, and there wasn't enough detail here to work with. The thing with remesher is nice, because with the Dyntope, if you zoom in, you make a lot more detail, or you can use constant detail. But then again, the Dyntope really doesn't work for me. Once I started the remeshing, I immediately fell in love with it. I understand why people who sculpt in ZBrush also prefer that method of working. And look, I'm kind of smoothing it out, but I shouldn't. I kind of want the artifacts away. Maybe we should go into more detail even. But I don't want to overdo it, because I don't want to sculpt this thing until tonight. Kind of have some other stuff to do. But I do want to finish this up nicely. I think like the hard surface parts should really just be straight lines, right? So I'm just gonna try and check if I can straighten this out with the grab brush. So just remove all sense of organic nature. So in the end, it feels like it's made out of metal. Then, like, I think we could do perhaps is change the matte cap to something metallic, and then we can really see where. I think that's what the matte caps are for, right? So I can really flatten this out and see how we can make this look more of a metal surface. So I think I want to do here is kind of rake away these edges. I might do this too messy. I might be too messy of a sculptor to sculpt hard surface. A small detail here that I don't want here. Yeah, just using the flatten brush and going over it time and time again. Like, you want the speculars to be kind of smooth here, right? So I swear, like, people who sculpt hard surface, they have my utmost respect. How they do it, I don't know. I mean, I do know. A lot of patience, dedications, and like they have like confident brush strokes. They really just go, because sometimes you need it to hard sculpting if you add details, or you know, just have hard surface brushes. Because I'm not gonna add like details, like micro details, like seams and stuff, because how do you use smooth shading? Yeah, just smooth shade it. So, well, except for the eye, it's just so I know where the pupils are. Let's go into our matte cap. This is actually the default one, but I think they changed the default one. This one looked too much like ZBrush. And they were like, no, we don't want to look like ZBrush. I'm just gonna remesh it. I'm just gonna go to 0.005, and this is gonna give me a lot of faces. But what you gonna do? Just want to add some micro detail, I guess. We'll see. I will use the because I need to learn to use more of the I hope this isn't like budging up the stream or anything. No, it isn't. I'm still moving. I'm still standing better than I ever did. Yeah, so we have like triple the amount of faces now. That's cool. And then we can really start to, you know, finish up these seams. This also the thing, like Dyn Topo goes slow really quickly, because it has to recalculate like where do I put faces where and stuff. I think it's really nicely done that like it does work quickly if you compare it to well, if you think about what it has to calculate. But oh yeah, this starts to come nicely, like not just smoothing out. Yeah, this made a lot of artifacts because the low poly nature of it earlier. There we go. And just make it a perfect circle again. But just remeshing it and then using the sculpting on the detail is so much better. So we want to kind of keep this even, kind of push this straight. It's like molding metal. Kind of like have to use a rake brush to kind of flatten this out again. Yeesh. Oh, that looks nice. Yeah, here. Oof. I love these artifacts. And we'll shut off the symmetry in just a second here. Then we can start adding some nice details. But one thing I do want to try, because it kind of makes sense that the mask would be symmetrical, right? It's cool that we added this asymmetrical piece here. But what I wanted to do is you have this Drag dot, is it that? No. Oh, I'm using the wrong brush. Smooth stroke. How long are you planning to spend on this one? Let's say 20 more minutes. We'll see. Once finished. So we have the. So I'm just gonna turn off the strength and radius pan pressure thing, and now I'm just gonna use the fall off to linear, and then normally, or maybe even to sharp. Yeah. Now we can make our brush smaller. What I want to do is just add seams to the mask. So we can just go and then just go up here. That was a bit messy. Let's go a little bit quicker and just go up. There we go. And this seam doesn't really make so much sense, right? Let's just go all the way, poof. There we go. Looks nice. And then this one can go down here. And just add. No, we cannot. Then go a little bit closer, and then just add. I don't know. Some random seams that look nicely. That maybe go with the shape as well. So like this. Nah. Yeah, there's an idea. Make the so Richard says make the other side like that part is broke off and it's just been covered up with some other piece of metal. Yeah, that could be nice, but I don't know. Just want to keep it a little bit clean. Because then you're introducing like that parts are broken, and you kind of need to repeat that. Because you can't have like a squeaky clean mask and just one part is broken and fixed. I think that I would need to rethink a lot of pieces. But it's a good idea. I mean, it would be a cool character part. I kind of want to make it a little bit. Ooh, I'm gonna turn off the smooth stroke here. Ooh, let's use another brush. I'm gonna make him a little bit more wary and stuff. I'm just jumping around, seeing details I want to fix. So here, I can make this a little bit more mechanical. There we go. Looks nice. I think this can be a little bit more. I don't like hard surface sculpting. Yeah. Let's add the hoodie. And go from there to the asymmetrical details. So I'm just going to use a UV sphere. I'm going to sculpt mode, and I'm going to enable Dyne Topo for a second. So we can just snake tool this into existence. So we already have like a base mesh to go from. We're actually just sculpting a base mesh, right? I kind of want to have some more detail, so there we go. So that doesn't like with the smoothest of let's look this up as well, because hoodie. So we kind of want to have the kind of hoodie because we kind of have in view where the hood goes, like kind of like this, and goes up here. And then we just split the jacket from the hoodie. So like this. I'm just like kind of trying out. Kind of falls back down here. But then, yeah, you have this. I think this goes a little bit more back. But you can already see that the shape in here. The hoodie, yeah, it needs to be more separate, because now it just goes into the neck, but I guess it should be more of a separate piece of garment. And then that goes into here. Yeah, make this thicker. Where's my inflate brush? Just trying to get the basic shape going here and simplify the shape again, because it's a little bit too complex now. It's a little bit too distracting. Let's see, some other pictures. Maybe close this off a little bit more. And go down here sooner. Now we start to see a shape. Like we can copy the shape of the ears into the hoodie. Just inflate it here. Yeah, now I'm gonna start using the remesh because it's already going too slow for me. It's got a little bit more detail. 0.5, yeah, that's good. And also let's smooth the normals so we can see what we're working with. Yeah, and this starts to look like a hoodie. Can you make a sculpted mesh optimized for games? Because they usually have a lot of faces. Well, you don't make a sculpt for games. You sculpt and then you retopologize, and then you bake your detail onto the normals of your low poly. That's usually how it's done. You don't want to sculpt something with like, because in total we have like 1.6 million faces. You don't want to put this in a game engine, except if you just want to render it out in a game engine. But like texture painting on this is also like impossible. You could do like vertex painting, but that's like, I think vertex painting is like the lazy man's texture painting. You can do cool stuff with it. Like if you want to preview a sculpt, like put some colors on it. I might do it, you know. I'm not saying it's all bad, but it's just like what you want to do is make a sculpt, retopologize with a clean topology, also pretty low poly. And then what you do is, because even like I wouldn't never go, if this was for a game, I would never go into this much detail with the sculpt. I would stop where I say I'm still sketching, then retopologize, then keep the low poly version, and then have one version where I use the let's here the where is it? You know, it's the not subdivision surface, but multi-resolution, and then detail go into higher. You can subdivide it then, and then put in the details, and then bake that to the low poly version, and you can get some really nice. I would suggest you go to Sketchfab or check out some things like on forums, like CG forums, about game characters, where you can see the actual topology, and you will see that most high detailed what's it called characters or creatures of games are actually very low poly. I wanna trying to keep this a little bit clean with that. I'm just gonna remesh it again because it's acting up weird again in some places. Oh man, using the wrong brush. Trying to make it as convincing as possible. I don't think I have to pull the hoodie down to make this, although smooth it out everywhere again, because I'm just gonna smooth it and keep it blobby until I'm happy with its shape. I think I may want to pull it a little bit inward, and then kind of have the seam here again. Just kind of clear up what this is. Pull this over the shoulders. And, you know, maybe pull this out a little bit. I use the rake brush to really make sure it's clear this is the end. Then maybe we can turn off our topology and kind of like emphasize the shape of it again. And maybe put some randomness in here. So it maybe falls a little bit more to one side. Yeah, this looks nice. Nice Christmas. Oh, you're seeing my Christmas tree. I was like, I'm not making a Christmas tree. Yeah, it's a tiny one. Can't really be bothered to put a giant tree in my apartment. So I'm just gonna, remesh this with a lot more detail in it. And now we can start to, start to put some seams in here, because like like if you have one piece of clothing, you want that piece of clothing to have a consistent amount of what's it called? Yeah, thickness to it. Like you don't want at some point having these, like if I would add like these very thin seams, but then here keep it as blobby, this wouldn't look as good, because like your brain starts to fart, because it's like, how thick is that? But I'm gonna make it a little bit thinner here everywhere. Just keep this a little bit up. And what I'm gonna do now I have a little bit more detail, is like carve this out. Yeah. Come on, wrong brush. Keep accidentally pressing keys on my keyboard that I don't want to press. So the important thing is that we kind of have like some overlap, right? Let's get more. Let's get a concept art. I want to have a character with a hoodie, so I can see how this looks stylized. Yeah, I think I need to put in the shape a little bit more here.
Hmm?
Ja, een toastje met avocado. Wat?
Ik ga naar de winkel, hè. Dus ik kan iets deftig.
En voor vanavond ook.
Niet per se, maar dat kan.
Gaan we naar Deleuze of gaan we naar Albert? Ja, al een snack verrast me iets gezonds. Een slaatje of zo.
Ja, wil je vanavond iets bestellen of wil je dat ik het niet?
Nee, ik ga ze wel naar de winkel.
Ja.
Yes? Right. What do you think?
Niks nice. Wat zijn de smells? Wat zijn de smells? Is het stigwoord of is het...
Daar nu, hè?
Ja. What is that?
Van een gasmasker?
Oh,
Oh,
there it is.
readability 0. You've crushed my dreams, Julie. What have you done?
Yeah, well, you wanted to love me, so.
You wanted to love me.
Such
Might
a
be the
kid.
best thing I've ever heard from you. You chose to love me. But I can't help. You know what Elvis sung? Just putting an extra seam in here. Ah, my god, I don't know. I'll just look from the camera perspective. I'm just gonna focus on that. Yeah. I don't have to do things I don't actually have to do. I mean, it's nice to be clean all over the place, right? But I think I need to kind of bring the other bit back up here, so that we have a nice shape going here, right? Just overlap this. Yeah, there we go. Now it starts to look like something. Then we can have a maybe a bigger seam running here. Smooth this out. It's clear that it's clothing. There we go. Just push that a little bit more together. There we go. Squishy squashy. Great, mate. Thank you. I think this will work for my 3D printing. Yeah, I can also speak German, but what you just heard was Dutch. I got it just from posting your last stream on Twitter. Pretty funny. You're streaming again. Hey, Dino Pony. Yeah, I'm streaming again. Not sure if it's pretty funny, but you know. Okay, so I'm going back to the face. I'm just gonna. I need to add detail to this big ear, and then I can go to asymmetrical. Then I sculpt the eye, and I think I'm about done then with this one. Because it's you don't wanna. I don't wanna burn myself out on day 2 by spending too much time on this.
Here's your mounted kaartje.
Ah, ja. Met ik spreken. Yeah, doesn't matter. There you go. Have fun. Thank you. Kan je in pyjama? Eh? Lig je in pyjama? Oh, okay. Sorry. Maybe add some roundings here. I'm just trying to create things because I don't want to try to create fur here, because we all know how that will go. Maybe just a little bit here, like a little bit of micro detail. Nah, that's too much. Just like, bye bye, love you. Yeah, like this. I like that. So just a little bit of detail. Hi, I am artist. I want to work. Well, join the club, buddy. There's about millions of us. It's a nice coincidence that you are streaming when I just checked out your channel from a post you made a day ago. Well, I made that Twitter post, I think, just before the stream, because I didn't have time yesterday to actually post things on social media, because like I said, like I left the stream and we had to get ready to leave for the next town where my parents live. We had a nice Christmas dinner yesterday, so New Year's dinner, I guess. It was nice. Man, ears. Maybe I should just look up furries. Look up furries. How do they do their ears? Oh man, I regret. I regret all choice I made. So, but what seems to happen here is that you kind of go deeper, and then you can kind of make spikes here, smaller. It's like Smooth this out a little bit. Man, I hate how that tool kind of sometimes behaves. Let's use a grab tool. This might be too much. Just gonna use a flatten tool to smooth this out again. Yeah, I might have destroyed a little bit too much detail by not thinking enough about what I'm gonna do, but I think it's gonna be fine. Something like this. Yeah. And then also from here, like so correct myself about that chat message. I am artist, I want work. Well, make a portfolio, send your resume to all the studios in the world, and you'll get work. I promise you. The only thing I kind of want to correct here is the seam between the ear and the head, and here. I want to clean everything a little bit up, so it kind of looks good. I'm gonna turn off symmetry, and we can add some cool character things like we could add a scar here. Kind of looks cool. Just stitch it a little bit together here. And then also, I just want to take a grab brush and make the face a little bit more asymmetrical, like he's raising one eyebrow a little bit, lower the other one. Especially here as well, like I kind of want to have a little bit of asymmetry going on, because if your faces are perfectly symmetrized, it just looks weird. Also just like, also I might, let's see here, just raise one ear a little bit above the other one. So with the same with the eyebrow, kind of looks cool. Yeah. I don't know what to do with the hard surface. I don't know what to tell you. As flat as I can get it. Maybe just... no. A man can try. I think like here, I need to just add some... That's like a big focus point, right? Just clean up what you think the audience will look at first, and then, you know. Do I still miss something here? Nah, I think it's fine. Yeah, the only thing now is that maybe the neck is a little bit, but you know, we might hide that in the lighting. So now for the rest, I kind of want to add some more earrings. Just one with a little bit different width. Maybe just one up here, like just a little bit thicker. Don't go too thin. Rule number 3. I mean, you don't see the. Oh, maybe you can add it to the other ear so you can just like see it. And because I don't want to overdo the ears, right? I think I need like a ring that just envelops this. Might be nice. Just to add a small detail, and then just to model something, piss everybody off. I know what I'm doing. Just some small detail here. There we go. Man, this still looks too blobby for me. Yeah, kind of want to fix that. This really should be a seam, right? There we go. I want to harden out everything in this. Confident lines. There we go. That's better. Okay, some. I'm using the blob brush. Oh. Add some wrinkles here. And to the other side. I really get this to feel organic, right? Without losing its stylization. So I kind of want to report here, smooth it a little bit out. All right. Kind of happy with that. Now the eyes. Go to sculpt mode. Gonna remesh it. Pretty high. There we go. And now we're just gonna go. I want to give him small pupils, like this anime effect, and just a small reflection thingy. You know, we can go all the way to detailing this. It's a little bit sharper. Can use the to create. That was a bit. The iris. Let's see here. Looks nice. Let's go wacky with it. And just duplicate it over here. Put it in its place. Rotate it a little bit. I really wanted to look at the camera. Not really happy. I'm just gonna make it smooth, I think. Yeah, weird artifact in there, but I like it. Oops. What did you bring for food? Alright, I'm almost done. Can you? So what I'm gonna do now, grab my camera and bring it a little bit back. I'm gonna see. Can already shade this, so I have my clay. This is from last episode. My clay. I was gonna do this clay, and then the earrings and the hoodie. Gonna make dark clay. Just press Ctrl L materials. And there we go. Now we gotta adjust the lights a little bit. I want to make this interesting, so yeah, now it starts to look really good. I'll maybe have a rim light and a little bit of futuristic tone, and like a little bit greenish. Well, this could work. A little bit of a sand color. Oh, I didn't shade his eyes. Okay. That's also just clay. Although, maybe I want to use something special for the eyes. So, oh my god, you brought me a burrito. I love you so much. I officially have the best girlfriend in the world. We just want to remove the subsurface from the eyes. Make them less rough. Oh, cool. And a little bit wider. I've only seen this now, but it looks like he has a dumb smile on his face. So I might rotate him. Oops. Let me parent everything to the head. Transform. Yeah, I kind of want to bring a silhouette more into. Let's maybe from here a little bit more. If you're rotating, I just double press R and then and now I can't unsee it that he just has a dumb stupid smile on his face. Oh. Maybe I'm gonna try something really quick. Oh no, unselect. I'm gonna select the mask. Only the mask. It's gonna be a bit hard. I'm just gonna give it another shader. I think that will fix the issue. I want to present it in a nice way, right? Okay, I kind of have to rotate here because I'm selecting skin. Nope, that doesn't work. Oh. There we go. And this is the mask again. Oh, I'm done. Yep. Oh god, I might be selecting this side now. Okay, go into solid view and kind of, yeah, this will be a bit, although, yeah, this is gonna be the problem. I'm gonna have to deal with that. It's gonna be a bit hard now. It's gonna be okay. Just have to align it correctly so that we don't select anything else. There's probably a better way to do this. Oops. Oh wow, Control Z. I'm gonna save once more. Oh wait, I know how to make it easier. I can, yeah. Let's just complete it a little bit here. And deselect the ear. Oops, that's too much. Hmm. There we go. Let's go inside. It doesn't really matter. Here we have some. No, we can already preview how it looks and if there's any mistakes here or there. So we can go poof. Assign it. And go back into object mode. We can already answer the most important question. Does it solve the issue? Like, what if we just made this metallic? Nah, you know what? That defeats the purpose. I'll just keep it as it is. Because now, it's like, it won't look good until I shade it completely. Perhaps we can do something with the lighting that it looks a bit better. No, having this as an extra light. Yeah, I'm gonna add an extra light. Just to emphasize the peak a little bit more. We can even have it in a different color. Let's play around with it a little bit. A bit harder. Let's go for a nice orange tinny. And this one I kind of want to bring back to what we had. And then make this a lot less harsh. I don't want to over light the subjects. Kind of want to keep the contrast of what we had. And make this a little bit more neutral. There we go. How does this look? Just gonna fix this in sculpting real quick because I think I can fix this. Nom nom. Maybe what I'll do is add some detail to the neck, because that way you kind of link it again to the just add some skin artifacts. Oh, this guy. Yeah. Do it one more time. I'm gonna render it. Pull out the front of the nose. Well, not sure if just pulling it out, but this kind of already a little bit fixed the issue, I think. Yeah. I don't like it. What is this sandwich? Mm. Mm. That's a nice sandwich. No? Okay guys, my girlfriend approved it. It's done. A little bit more color. Maybe even have a little bit more fall off of this light. There we go. Maybe I'll just lower the surface of the shader in general and have a little bit more shininess to it. There we go. That'll do. Yep. I'm happy with this. Is this a V? Yeah, this is Eevee. So we render this in 2.5 seconds and it looks nice. So yeah, I'm gonna end it here. It's been fun. So as always, poof. I want to thank my patrons for supporting me, especially Taylor Brown. I want to support today for supporting me on Patreon. If you want to join the Patreon gang and want to support what I'm doing, you can go into the description down below or go to patreon.com/bandite and join our fun little gang. Or you can follow me on Twitter at @jantingant. I will put up the submissions, to the SculptJanuary things online as well on there later. I'm gonna finish this up in Photoshop and then just upload it. So I want to thank everybody for watching. Thanks for joining the stream, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye. You want to say goodbye?